I've been microneedling my own hair since I started losing it. This was me in week 1, 2, 4, 7, 8 and 10. And here's a clear before and after comparison of my results. At first, I used a Derma roller, but later switched to a Derma pen because it gives you the best chance of regrowing more hair in less time. So today we are going to look at the best Derma pen you can get and more importantly, how to use it correctly, step by step to get the best results in the shortest amount of time. So let's go. The Derma pen uses tiny microneedles to create microchannels in your skin. These microchannels heal quickly, triggering the production of collagen and elastin fibers. While it's one of the best treatments for acne scars, wrinkles, and enlarged pores, it's also become one of the most effective treatments for hair loss. When you microneedle the scalp, the needles stimulate the lowest part of the hair follicle, called the dermal papilla, which plays a key role in delivering nutrients and supporting healthy hair growth. This becomes even more effective when you combine microneedling with Minoxidil, one of the most powerful hair growth treatments available today. You can find countless examples online of people getting incredible results with this combination, documenting their progress month by month on hair loss forums like Reddit. Here's another example. The effectiveness of microneedling is also supported by clinical studies. In this study, researchers compared people using Minoxidil alone with those using Minoxidil together with a microneedling device. The results clearly showed that the microneedling group not only achieved better results, but also saw them much sooner. So it's safe to say that having a microneedling routine, whether you use a Derma roller, a Derma stamp, or a Derma pen, is one of the best things you can do to maximize your hair regrowth. However, not all microneedling devices are created equal. For example, the Derma roller uses needles that drag across the skin as you roll it, creating unnecessary trauma. Many Derma rollers also use disc-mounted triangular needles instead of true individual needles. On top of that, the needle length is fixed, so you can't adjust it as your routine changes. Then there is the Derma stamp, which I've spoken very positively about in the past because, like the Derma pen, it has adjustable needle lengths that you can use to customize to your own needs. The downside of a Derma stamp is that the needles are permanently attached, so they can't be replaced. After a while, you will have to throw away the entire Derma stamp and buy a new one, which isn't ideal. The Derma pen, on the other hand, uses replaceable needle cartridges that are inexpensive and designed to be replaced after every treatment. They also come individually sterilized like this, so there's no need to disinfect them beforehand. They are ready to use straight out of the package. Besides this major advantage over the Derma stamp, there's one more benefit, and it's probably the biggest one: automatic microneedling. The Derma pen has a small motor inside that does the microneedling for you. All you have to do is turn it on and glide it over your scalp. This makes the treatment much faster, more consistent and more efficient, allowing you to cover a much larger area than you could with any other microneedling device. So we've established that the Derma pen is the best microneedling device, but with so many options on the market, which one should you choose? I've tried a lot of them and here's what I've learned. The really cheap Derma pens usually don't have adjustable speed settings, which are important for getting the best results, so I would avoid these right away. On the other hand, you have the expensive high-end models that are mostly marketing. They charge significantly more just because they come with a display stand like this, which honestly adds no value and is just a waste of money. The sweet spot is a device like this one. It has adjustable speed settings, performs just as well, and costs much less. This is the one I personally use. It costs around $70 or 70 euro, which is a very reasonable price, especially since it already includes 12 cartridges, so it's ready to use right out of the box. I will leave a link to the brand I use and recommend in the description below. Now let's talk about how to use a Derma pen correctly for hair regrowth, because there are a few questions people always ask before getting started. The first one is, what's the best needle length? Choosing the right needle length is important. If they are too short, the needles won't penetrate deeply enough the skin to stimulate the dermal papilla. If they are too long, you could end up causing unnecessary damage to the skin. A recent study compared shorter and longer needle lengths for hair regrowth. Surprisingly, the shorter needle length, around 0.6 millimeters, produced better results than a longer needle length, like 1.5 millimeters. That said, I would say that anything between 0.5 to 1.5 millimeters can be effective for hair regrowth. Just don't go beyond 1.5 millimeters. That's simply unnecessary and won't help you regrow more hair. So how do you actually use a Derma pen? And how do you combine it with Minoxidil correctly? First, set your desired needle length. In my case, I will choose 0.6 millimeters. Attach one of the sterile cartridges. Turn the device on and choose a speed setting that feels comfortable for you. Personally, I always use the highest speed setting. Microneedle the areas where you want to stop hair loss or encourage new hair growth. For me, that's the temple area. Move the pen in small circular motions, going over each area only 3 to 4 times until the skin becomes slightly red. Like this. One important tip: you don't need to microneedle the areas where your hair is still healthy. Only treat the areas where your hair is thinning or lost already. After you are done, wait 24 hours before applying Minoxidil again. I usually microneedle on Sundays and then resume my Minoxidil routine on Monday. That's it. I hope this video helped you to better understand how to use a Derma pen to support healthier hair regrowth. Again, I will leave the device I personally use and recommend linked below in the description. Now, I would love to hear from you. What results have you been seeing from microneedling and Minoxidil? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, I wish you a happy hair journey. Bye.